The border collie, Jasper, was a seasoned veteran. He was a master of his craft, his movements fluid, his commands obeyed without question. But today, the most serious test of his career lay before him. When the other sheep obediently lowered their heads to graze on the side of the road, a single, stubborn lamb stood defiant. It was a small lamb, its fleece a milky white, its eyes wide and filled with a stubborn determination. This lamb, unlike its brethren, refused to budge. It bravely confronted Jasper, its small body trembling slightly but its head held high. Jasper, usually unflappable, felt a flicker of unease. He barked a sharp warning, but the lamb remained unmoved. He tried a different tactic, moving to the lamb's flank, attempting to nudge it back into the flock. The lamb, however, met his every move with stubborn resistance. It lowered its head, as if to butt him away, its tiny hooves drumming on the ground. A wave of confusion washed over Jasper. He had never encountered such defiance before. He looked back at the shepherd, a young man with kind eyes and a weathered face, who was now watching the scene with a mixture of amusement and concern. The shepherd merely smiled, a knowing glint in his eyes, and signaled Jasper to continue. Driven by the shepherd's unspoken command, Jasper persisted. He circled the lamb, trying to intimidate it, but the lamb remained unyielding. He watched as the other sheep, intrigued by the unfolding drama, raised their heads, their gaze fixed on the unfolding standoff. They seemed to sense the tension, the silent battle of wills. Jasper's heart pounded. This was no ordinary sheep. This was a lamb with a spirit as fierce as his own. He felt a strange kinship with the little creature, a shared defiance against the established order. Finally, with a heavy sigh, Jasper yielded. He lowered his head, his gaze meeting the lamb's for a moment, then turned and walked away, leaving the lamb to its own devices. The other sheep, sensing Jasper's retreat, continued to graze. The young shepherd, his gaze unwavering, watched the lamb carefully. He knew, with a certainty that went beyond words, that something profound had just occurred. This lamb, with its unyielding spirit, had challenged the established order, had dared to defy the shepherd and his loyal dog. The lamb, still standing defiant, looked at the other sheep grazing peacefully, then turned its head to look at the shepherd and the dog, its eyes wide and full of understanding. The lamb had won its victory, but it wasn't a victory born out of malice or aggression. It was a victory born out of a spirit that refused to be broken.